Hey everyone, welcome to Project Call number 19. It is the Christmas season. So as you may know, things are getting a little crazy and hectic, but we would like to reassure you guys we're all going to be hustling until, pretty much Christmas Day. We will be taking a break a little bit after between Christmas and the New Year, just because that's the holiday season. We have employees from all over the world, and the Christmas holiday days don't exactly line up with America. So we'll all be kind of in and out around that time, but we are going to be still heads down building, just because we have deadlines approaching and we want to get a lot of these products out by Q1 2022. So yeah, but we're really excited about everything still, and it's just Christmas is coming up, so we have a little bit of a break. But we just want to reassure you we're still hustling away at this and building as fast as we can, because this is our main priority, is getting out the marketplace auctions and minting. I will go ahead and hand it over to Ryan for some minting and marketplace updates. Take it away, Ryan.
Yeah, so we're working on the minting and marketplace as we have been. It's going to be coming out at some point in Q1 2021 or 2022. The interesting part is that we're working on some optimism contracts right now, so that we can start to roll out the products on both Ethereum mainnet and on Optimism over time. And this is going to include all of the products like minting, marketplace, and auctions, but it will be rolled out over time, just like on the Ethereum mainnet. I can't really dive into any of the features, but I can say that the minting flow that we pulled down is being reworked and is looking really incredible. So I think we're all really excited for that. I think I can hand it over to Ilya to talk a little bit about the auctions.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Okay, guys. So we've been working on the auctions quite a while now, and I'm almost anxious to see everything fit into place. We're talking about auctions on Ethereum mainnet, of course. So we are currently wrapping up the happy parts. What I mean by that is where those successful cases when you can do an auction, finalize it, claim the NFTs if you won, and so on. And we'll be starting internal testing soon, and we'll keep you updated on the next calls.
Yep, and I know we have a testing team in the community. I just want to let you guys know we may not open that up to you guys right away, just because we usually do a lot of testing internally first to kind of get away, like to get some of the obvious problems fixed. It hasn't been decided if we are going to open up that beta testing to the OGs, but as of right now, we are not. But if anything changes, I will be in touch with the OGs and get them beta testing access. They did a great job last time helping us with the minting. The team's plan right now is not to give that out right away. I think there was one other thing I wanted to mention on what Ryan said, but I forgot. But if it's important, it'll come back to me. I just want to give some updates too on yield farming opportunities. I've been going over this on the project calls just so people are aware of what they can do with the XYZ token if they don't want to stake it in the Universe DAO, which is what we recommend, just so you can participate in governance. If you're new to that, I always say this is a great way for NFT people to learn about governance and DeFi governance and why we have it. But also there is yield farming opportunities on the League DAO token, the Enter DAO token, and very soon, I believe that we will be farming ASTO, which is the altered state machine token. And I believe that the Fluffles are getting something that we are going to be able to farm with. So not fully sure about that, but I have heard some things that the XYZ community may have an opportunity to farm whatever the
We've
whatever
heard
the,
whispers that something is coming.
for the fluffs. Yes. And not to mention all the fun games and things that we have been creating to go along with the fluffs and the polymorphs. So a lot to come, a lot coming in January and February. So we just want to thank everyone for sticking with us and holding their polymorphs and just waiting for us to get these games ready, because I promise you are not going to be upset when you see all the stuff that we release for polymorphs. I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Tyler, and Tyler wants to give like a yearly recap. This has been a pretty awesome year for us. We've learned a lot as a team, as a community. I like to call this the year of NFTs. I'll let Tyler take it over and kind of give us our yearly recap.
Yeah, I would just say that I've heard a couple people, or at least like on Twitter, talk about like the time and speed to ship. And while we hear that, a lot is dropping in January. And I think people will understand at that point what we've actually been building. It was a extremely ambitious undertaking from the get-go. Like if everybody remembers how this started in like the exciting times and the non-fungible Pepe Discord, basically, I mean, that was honestly one of like the most fun NFT drops in a very long time. And I think that even though, you know, we had to deal with some of the issues that resulted from that, I still think that it paved the way for a lot of other NFTs. I mean, I like to think that we were a small part of why NFTs popped off with the type of like media that essentially got, and some of the attention that was brought to NFTs through that. And I think that it attracted a lot of other builders to the ecosystem and helped reinvigorate some of the NFT communities excitement, or some of the DeFi community's excitement around NFTs. Sorry, someone just came into my house. So I think that was when we kind of started to merge those two like industry groups and communities. So yeah, that's the main piece I like to think that we were a small piece of. But when we decided that we essentially had an awesome community with really good builders attached to it, really good people even in traditional capital that were attached to it, who also were getting excited about NFTs at the time, we really started to think through like what were some of the things that were a headache through that process. Like what were essentially some of the things that what were the things that we saw that needed to get fixed. What ended up happening was that while we decided that we needed to fix those things, the industry grew like drastically. So we ended up dropping polymorphs that I think even to this day was one of the most technologically advanced NFTs ever. And even George from Line Chain coming in and contributing that as an advisor was just like so money and awesome for us. And so we started building on the polymorphs, and then the polymorphs, Aaron from Fluff World told me on Sunday on a call that a lot of the technology that we wrote and inspired for polymorphs were what inspired Fluffs. And then fast forward even from there, Trevor, you got to mute yourself. Fast forward even from there, then the advisors who worked on the polymorphs spun out the xyzDAO ecosystem, because like George wasn't ever like an employee of Universe. And a lot of what they're building into xyzDAO and the drops that they're doing are going to integrate with a lot of the things that we're building on the Universe side. So if you can think of these meta portals where you can walk up to things and actually purchase them or even finance them through almost like a mortgage type concept. All of that is this overarching merger between marketplaces that are decentralized, minting that is decentralized, auctions that are decentralized, metaverses that are decentralized, tying back to concepts around DeFi, because we were some of the builders that came out of that movement. And so we ended up launching minting. It's currently not on the interface because we decided we wanted to add a bunch of functionality to it from some of just the celebrities and artists that we work with who are waiting to essentially work with us. Auctions is obviously coming soon. The marketplace is coming soon. And just like as a heads up on the component where I said, not only did we grow quite substantially from being kind of a pixelated frog project to actually being a dynamic group that was building decentralized technology and guts and middleware into the NFT industry, the industry grew. So a lot of like the backends that we were creating, a lot of the infrastructure that we were creating, like when we started this, I mean, NFTs were doing like $10 million in monthly volume. Well, that grew to billions, right? And so it's the same way that like the internet scaled, and the same way that like AWS scaled just to support Amazon is the only reason that AWS exists. That's what we've had to do while essentially building this product. So it happened on the back end because we saw everyone complain about not just OpenSea, but this service went down, this service went down, this service went down. And so we knew that when we released this, it had to work. And I'm not saying it's never going to go down. I'm not saying we got it perfect, but we put ourselves in a position from an architecture perspective that we're going to be able to scale very quickly and fix things that do break when they break. And so we're really, really, really excited about the things coming in Q1 and Q2. But yeah, I mean, that's my TED talk. I mean, that's what happened over the past year. And I think people are going to realize when we drop it, just how much we've actually been building. We haven't been lazy or distracted. We've been busting our asses, and it's all going to come to light and be open source and share with the industry.
Yeah, I mean, I would also add that like polymorphs were definitely something that we had a lot of fun doing. We also have created multiple more NFT drops, but after we dropped the polymorphs, like Tyler has said, we really did shift our focus. We have a core drop that's finished that is ready to drop when we get our auctions and minting and stuff out. And we have other NFT drops we've been working on. So just from like outside looking in, Tyler mentions it does look like we can be distracted sometimes, but when you guys really do see the full realm of what we have been creating, and you realize that 60 to 70% of the things that we built this year didn't actually get released yet. Anyone that really was kind of saying universe isn't working is going to have to look back and eat their words, just because there's going to be, I can't even believe how much stuff we've built this year and
designed, and the drops, everything. Like there's a lot coming. We just had to prioritize the marketplace.
And not to mention
how it accrues value.
And not to mention what Tyler says, like the people who want to work with us, the protocols who want to work with us, the teams who want to work with us. The list is endless, and we're ready. We just got to get these things. We just got to get these products out so everyone can use them and start doing all this stuff we've been saying we've wanted to do for so long. But I think we've covered everything.
Actually, I think one thing though that we could talk about, or not really talk about, but kind of like say is like be on the lookout for a bunch of really cool like community building initiatives that involve the metaverse. I'll just kind of add that.
That's one thing I think that's a really good point to bring up. I personally know a few people who are building some really cool shit for the metaverse. And also building really cool games for polymorphs and fluffs that aren't part of like, well, they're part of Universe, but not directly being paid to work at Universe, who are building things. I was told I'm not allowed to tell anything, but some of these games that I have seen getting built are amazing. And George, you are a god, my friend. You are a god.
Sorry, we got you sick in Puerto Rico. He couldn't be on this call.
Yeah, I was like, eh.
But yeah, if you think the games we're creating are cool, just wait till you see the other games that our friends are creating, because those games are going crazy. We can't talk about those games. Those games are going to break the internet. And also Nikita's game. Y'all are not ready for Nikita's game. All right. Let me do one more thing. Let's check Discord and see if anyone has community questions. 1 second. Project calls. All right, I don't see any project call questions. Okay, no project call questions. So I think that's all. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. Hit like, subscribe, all the stuff. Enjoy your
We'll
mom.
see you in Miami.
Enjoy your mom on Christmas. Buy her something nice with all your NFT money you made this year. Yeah, and Troy will see you guys in Miami, whatever that means.
Ryan knows.
Delete, no alpha leaks.
Anyway, have a nice holidays, everyone.
See you, everyone. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, the guys.